So there was a situation where I got stuck in Chennai cyclones, and I was the only one in that. I still remember when I was studying in Solon, and we went to Shimla in January, and it was snowing like hell. इतनी ज़्यादा स्नो थी, and the same January we did not have snow anywhere. Traveling to Spiti, Chitkol is the last village of India, and उसके बाद चाइना बॉर्डर आ जाता है. At this level, इतनी हाइट पर, how do you think we managed to clean all the like the waste material that people have accumulated? कैसे करेंगे जबकि वहाँ की पॉपुलेशन ही कुछ 100, 200, 300 लोग होंगे. तो उस विलेज में जाकर आप गंदगी डाल रहे हो, रिवर्स पेल्यूट कर रहे हो. दैट इज टोटली नॉट फेयर फॉर द नेचर एंड फॉर द पीपल देयर एज वेल. स्किप मनाली फॉर ऑट से ऊपर होते हुए यू कैन विजिट सांज वैली. सांज वैली में आता है अपना रहा शानगढ़, where you can experience the most beautiful sunrise and sunset. Meadows के बीच में बैठकर you will 1,000 times experience better views than Manali. You'll thank me later for that.
So yes, it's great to have Shruti today with us at Trio Talks. Shehzad and Rajat have covered most of the part. मैं एक ऐसे section पे आऊँगा, and I mentioned it well before कि it is not to make you pessimistic for travels and trips. It's just a concern a lot of people have. I used to have, now that I don't have, so we go on it. So हम लोग जब भी trips and जो भी traveling करते हैं as a traveler, as a companion to a traveler या जिस भी तरीके से, so हम जिस जगह पे जाते, what we intend to look out for is कि अच्छी हमें जगह मिले, सुंदर जगह हमें मिल सके जहाँ हम आराम से बैठ सकें शांति से. We can enjoy the beauty and all the flora and fauna. But वहीं पे there is also a section which intends to destroy that beauty. I believe the harmony that is there. I can take any example of state for that matter, internationally, nationally. You as a travel influencer, आपको क्या लगता है कि उसके what's your message to that first thing, and उसके बाद how can we reduce it? Stopping it at the moment is not possible because it has increased at a massive level, but हम reduce कर सकते हैं. वो कैसे?
Okay. So if you remember, like last year, Himachal was into its baddest condition. We experienced Himachal floods, which was worst of all. And सबसे ज़्यादा destruction, Shimla, Manali, the most tourist hubs that were there, वहाँ पर हुआ था. And that time, being a Himachali, I was like, no. If somewhere or the other, like आज आप देख रहे हो, we did not experience snowfall as we used to experience. I still remember when I was studying in Solon, and we went to Shimla in January, and it was snowing like hell. इतनी ज़्यादा snow थी, and the same January we did not have snow anywhere.
Yeah.
So this is because of the global warming, of course. वो effects तो होते ही हैं, but again, we as a tourist, हमें भी थोड़ा responsible होना पड़ेगा ultimately. So what we can do to reduce it, ultimately we have to be more conscious. We have to travel more consciously. अगर आप जा रहे हो with your friends, with your family, again पीक सीजन पे आप ट्रैवल मत करो, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि पीक सीजन में सबसे ज़्यादा रश होगा. अब जैसे स्नोफॉल होती नहीं है कि सब लोग मनाली शिमला चले जाते हैं. दैट्स नॉट व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, राइट? ट्रैवल ऑफ सीजन, सो दैट वहाँ पर जो लोकल कम्युनिटी है, वहाँ पे जो उनको भी एक बर्डन जैसा फील ना हो, जो नेचर है उसको भी एक बर्डन फील ना हो. अल्टीमेटली अगर हम प्रेशर डालेंगे किसी भी चीज़ पर, तो इट विल शो इट्स बैड इफेक्ट्स. तो स्नो टिकेगी नहीं इतने लंबे टाइम तक, ऑब्वियस सी बात है. एंड अगेन हम टूरिस्ट जाते हैं. आई वेंट टू सोलांग वैली अभी लास्ट मंथ ही. वहाँ पर इतना कचरा था, आई कांट इवन टेल यू. वी पीपल, हम लोग आते हैं, वी ट्रैवल ऑल द वे फ्रॉम समवेयर, एंड वी फील कि ओके हम तो यहाँ रहते नहीं है, सो कहीं भी फेंक दो. बट उसी चीज़ को साफ करने के लिए इट टेक्स अ ह्यूज लॉट ऑफ मैन पावर. I was traveling when I was traveling to Spiti. Chitkul is the last village of India. And उसके बाद चाइना बॉर्डर आ जाता है. At this level, इतनी हाइट पर, how do you think we managed to clean all the like the waste material that people have accumulated? कैसे करेंगे जबकि वहाँ की पॉपुलेशन ही कुछ 100, 200, 300 लोग होंगे. तो उस विलेज में जाकर आप गंदगी डाल रहे हो, रिवर्स पेल्यूट कर रहे हो. दैट इज़ टोटली नॉट फेयर फॉर द नेचर एंड फॉर द पीपल देयर एज वेल. सो जब भी आप ट्रैवल करो, एक तो ट्राई टू नॉट पेल्यूट द प्लेस. अगेन कॉन्शियस ट्रैवल करो, पीक सीजन ट्रैवल मत करो, ऑफ बीट लोकेशंस ट्रैवल करो, ताकि बाकी जगहों को भी एक्सप्लोरेशन, वहाँ की लोकल कम्युनिटी, उनको भी एक सोर्स ऑफ इनकम जनरेट हो, जो कि अभी तक सिर्फ मेजर टूरिस्ट हब्स में मिल रहा है.
True. Coming with the point that you said, कि ये एक, I believe it's a moral duty.
Exactly.
Each one of us, including all of us here, कि हम जब जहाँ जाते हैं, it should be kept in mind कि ये एक घर ही है हमारा. And before we throw anything, and just because we don't really want to travel a bit farther than where we are to throw it in the actual place, this is one section of this particular interaction with you. जो दूसरा सेक्शन इसका आता है, अभी हम लोग रिसेंटली एक बहुत ही चीजें जो नोटिस कर रहे हैं, दैट एनी लॉन्ग वीकेंड कम्स, जो भी मंथ का लॉन्ग वीकेंड आया, and we see a surge in massive a number of vehicles moving towards just one travel spot, right? For example, अभी हम लोगों ने देखा था कि somewhere near Republic Day, लोगों का there was a massive traffic that was there.
I read about it. Himachal experienced like one of the most highest number of vehicles. Footsteps. Yeah.
Right. Now, what my concern or the question here is कि isn't it again our own responsibility कि अगर आपको एक long weekend मिल रहा है, traveling is a must. We don't literally discourage you कि आप मत जाओ, let somebody else go. But instead of just going towards one place, explore the other place would be a better option, first thing. And second thing, आप कहीं ना कहीं you will literally be burdening the government in terms of saving you if and so any calamity comes, right? So what is your point in that? Because I mean, again you said, travel influencer, you can influence a lot of people.
So basically what happens is, कोई भी लॉन्ग वीकेंड होता है, पीपल वॉन्ट टू एन्जॉय देयर टाइम. ऑफ कोर्स इट्स देयर राइट, एंड आई फील वो एक नेसेसरी पार्ट भी है. बट अगेन इफ़ यू कंसिडर जो ये अपना चंडीगढ़ शिमला हाईवे है, आई वाज स्टडीइंग देयर, आई नो फॉर अ फैक्ट इट हैज़ एक्सपीरियंस्ड वन ऑफ द हाइस्ट अमाउंट ऑफ लैंडस्लाइड्स. हर साल वहाँ पर लैंडस्लाइड्स होती ही होती है, बिकॉज आर वेरी न्यू गवर्नमेंट, जो कि तरक्की ही कर रहे हैं एक तरीके से, उन्होंने 4 लेन हाईवे खड़ा कर दिया है वहाँ पर, जो कि इट्स अ बर्डन टू नेचर, बट दे आर फोर्स टू डू इट बिकॉज काफ़ी ज़्यादा टूरिस्ट का जहाँ पर सर्च होता है. दे ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू इम्प्रूव द रोड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सर्विसेज फॉर द लाइक द पीपल. एग्जैक्टली. सो अब मैं बताती हूँ वेरी ट्रूली वेयर यू कैन विजिट, जहाँ पर आपको प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं होगी एंड यू विल गेट द सेम व्यूज़ बट विद लेस टूरिस्ट. तो मनाली, आई नो इट्स अ वेरी पॉपुलर टूरिस्ट स्पॉट. तो अगर आपको मनाली की साइड जाना ही जाना है, तो देन यू कैन स्किप मनाली फॉर ऑट से ऊपर होते हुए यू कैन विजिट सांज वैली. सांज वैली में आता है अपना रहा शानगढ़, where you can experience the most beautiful sunrise and sunset. Meadows के बीच में बैठकर you will 1000 times experience better views than Manali. You will thank me later for that. But visit Shangarh, visit...
I mean, I hope viewers are noting this because it's an itinerary, rather vocal itinerary. Just note it down, guys.
Exactly. So आप सांज वैली जा सकते हो. JB has been popular in the past few years. तो JB तीर्थन वैली भी कर सकते हो आप. दैट इज़ ऑल्सो कंपैरेटिवली वहाँ पर लेस टूरिस्ट होते हैं. एंड देन यू कैन गो टू सेथन, यू कैन गो टू सिसु. Sisu again has been popularized बहुत अभी ना influencers of course एक मैसेज के तौर पर प्रमोट करते हैं, बट अगेन सारे टूरिस्ट एक जगह पर चले जाते हैं when you promote a certain place, an offbeat place. So Sisu was one of the offbeat places which has not been offbeat अभी. तो सिसु होते हुए ही आप ऊपर तांडी जा सकते हो. तांडी इज लाइक 2 hours फ्रॉम मनाली, 2 hours, 2.5 hours approximately from Manali. So if you really want to experience the true essence, आप मनाली छोड़कर आसपास भी काफ़ी जगह कवर कर सकते हो. जस्ट लाइक पीपल फ्रॉम दिल्ली, दे आर वेरी मच enthusiastic टू गो टू मसूरी. पता नहीं मसूरी में ऐसा क्या है, बिकॉज आई नेवर फाउंड समथिंग लाइक दैट. बट मसूरी छोड़कर आप कराताल जा सकते हो. यू कैन एक्सपीरियंस दैट विच हैज द सेम अमाउंट ऑफ डिस्टेंस, सेम डिस्टेंस पे है बट विद बेटर व्यूज, लेस पीपल. चक्राता इज अनदर अ ग्रेट प्लेस.
I heard about Chakrata. Rajat went there, so I'm aware of the place Chakrata.
It's an army cantonment basically, and only Indians can travel there. So why not, guys?
True.
जब मैं चक्राता गई थी, I really found like there was hardly 100 tourists. I feel 100 भी ज़्यादा बोल रही हूँ.
Peaceful, in other words.
Very peaceful. We were the only one. We were among the 4 people who went to sunrise देखने के लिए. Yes. तो काफ़ी अच्छा महसूस होता है उस वक्त.
I mean, I'm sure जितनी भी आपने जगह बताई हैं, देखने वाले, समझने वाले, सुनने वाले ज़रूर उन जगहों को एक्सप्लोर करेंगे. एंड वेरी सिंसियर रिक्वेस्ट, किसी टूरिस्ट स्पॉट को फ्लश मत करिए, बिकॉज it is a hilly area, it's a sensitive area, it can cause calamities. We can be a part where we can also support government in that, because जब आप किसी चीज़ को सर्च नहीं करेंगे, in those cases government is able to easily evacuate people. So just a sincere request to everyone, बहुत अच्छी जगह हैं, please explore करिए. I'm sure Shruti was able to convey all those places and the beautiful things about them. Coming to the next point, Shruti, कभी कभी ऐसा नहीं लगता with all this influencing and every time having a video to just show your viewers, कभी कभी ऐसा नहीं लगता कि यार रख दो, why not just enjoy the beauty, फिर से आएंगे तब बना लेंगे.
हाँ.
वो कैसी सिचुएशन है?
So again, wherever I go to any place, ठीक है, and I have a habit of capturing small moments which I don't post on internet. People don't even know that I went to Vrindavan, because मैंने कभी उसका पोस्ट डाला ही नहीं. While I was there, I remember because it is a devotional place again, but वहाँ पर जब मैं गई, I did not felt. Somewhere or the other, deep in my heart, I was like, I don't want to shoot. So my mother was like, she was like encouraging me, Shruti, इसका बना ले. मैंने कहा, I just want to be myself.
True.
So there are few places जहाँ पर आप जाते हो ना, one of the places, so when I went to Kinnaur, and वहाँ पर I saw the majestic Kinnar Kailash. So I was totally geared up for the sunrise, because वहाँ का sunrise and sunset is quite famous. And we had all gear set up for the like time lapse of sunrise. बहुत एकदम planned था. But while I was shooting, somewhere or the other I felt, no, this is not I want. This is somewhere or the other the society or the Instagram thing is forcing me to do. I sat there and I truly enjoyed the sunrise. And जो sunrise video time lapse आई थी, वो बहुत ही गंदी आई थी. So I was like, I will not post that. But I did. But there are some places where you just feel like आप खुद में और nature की beauty enjoy करना चाहते हो. And you don't want to fall into that Instagram influencing वाला stuff.
True, very true. I completely understand your, emotion about those kind of scenarios which come once in a while, and you just can't decide कि क्या यार shoot करना है या उसको enjoy करना है. So I completely, correlate with that. With this, there's one thing that comes to my mind कि किसी भी जगह पे कोई भी चीज़ हो सकती है. It's a fair situation. So, have you ever experienced any situation कि वो एक calamity में या एक emergency situation में आई हो and you just had to face it. If you faced it, then what was your family's response to that?
So I did face a few situations, but it was long prior to when I started actually traveling for Instagram. Pehle bhi I used to travel. So there was a situation where I got stuck in Chennai cyclones, and I was the only one in that. So वहाँ पर local चलती थी
Okay.
उस time पर, and I was the only person and in the station who was alone. Rest everyone who was there with their family or somehow or the other. Then I was like, that time I was studying. And जब हम पढ़ाई करते हैं, we are always short of money. And that time I used to plan कि यार 150 रुपये लगेंगे वहाँ के, यहाँ के 100 रुपये लगेंगे. Okay, I'll take 500, that's enough. So that's how I used to plan. So I went to Chennai from my place and I got stuck. And I remember a very good gentleman who came to my rescue. He was again a 40. So thankfully, I got rescued at that time. But I cannot forget the nightmare that I had. We did not have light anywhere. No card services were working. We were not getting cabs. And the cabs that we were getting, it was all searched. For 10 kilometers or 5 kilometers, they were charging 2,000, 3,000. Which is obviously their right because they are risking their lives. But that was a nightmare when we were sitting in the subway and we saw water coming inside the subway and it was gradually filling it up. And we had all the towers, बिजली के खंबे, सब कुछ गिर रहे थे बाहर पे. And that time all you think is, will I survive? But that I was not able to contact my family as well because it was all jammed. कुछ काम नहीं कर रहा था. But thankfully I survived. We went to some hospital. We stayed there. पूरी रात काटी. We went to station which was jam-packed with a lot of people. And that time all you have to do is you have to calm yourself down. You have to think positively because उस समय जो wind speed थी, it was so much that it could have blown me off. I could not stand वो winds में. मैं हिल जा रही थी अगर मैं बाहर भी जा रही थी ना. So it was definitely not safe. And if you ever experience such kind of situations, my true advice is that do not shy away for asking help, guys. आप अकेले हो, ask someone who is genuinely like there. किसी गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल, पुलिस, कहीं पे भी आप कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हो. आप उनको कॉन्टैक्ट करिए सो दैट दे आर ऑल्सो अवेयर ऑफ योर सिचुएशन. आप बात करेंगे तो everyone will come. I did not have money. So one of the railway police force gave me money to eat. So that's how I survived. And when I came back, my family was like, Shruti, you are a true survivor. Because even I think now how I survived that moment. So it marks like that I'm a very strong person. It has made me strong.
Indeed. I can see that. I can see that.